You probably felt it, or at least heard the whispers that the golden age of Thai travel is starting to lose its shine. It seems like mass tourism, rising costs, and a few other frustrations are creating a bit of a perfect storm. But while some travelers are getting stuck in the downpour, a whole wave of globetrotters is migrating to a new paradise. In this video, we are not just going to talk about the issues in Thailand, we will show you exactly why Vietnam has become the ultimate destination in 2025. We will break down the cost, the experience, and the safety to give you the full story. For decades, Thailand was the undisputed king of Southeast Asian travel, but in 2025, the kingdom is facing a reality check. While tourism is booming across the region, Thailand has it more difficult. International arrivals actually dropped by 5% in the first half of the year compared to 2024. At the exact same time, Vietnam is seeing a record-breaking surge, with international arrivals jumping by nearly 21%. So what's really going on here? Why are so many people swapping their pad thai for pho? The answer is more complex than you might think, and it tells us a lot about what we are looking for when we travel. Let's start with the hard data. After a strong post-pandemic rebound, Thailand's momentum has stalled in 2025. As I mentioned, foreign tourist arrivals fell by 5% in the first half of the year. This is happening while its neighbors are seeing massive growth. Vietnam, for example, welcomed nearly 10 million visitors in the first half of 2025, a jump of almost 21% from last year and even 26% higher than before the pandemic. A big part of Thailand's problem is the sharp drop in visitors from its once largest market, China. Viral social media posts about safety concerns and scams haven't helped, but it's not just one market. Long-time visitors and experts are feeling it too. A social media post asking for feedback on Thai tourism was flooded with nearly 2,000 comments, with many complaining about worsening service, crazy overcrowding, and a feeling that the country has just lost its unique charm. One of the loudest complaints is the rising costs. Let's be real, Thailand isn't the super cheap destination it once was. While the official inflation rate might look low, tourists are feeling what some are calling tourist inflation. Accommodation costs in popular spots like Phuket and Koh Samui have soared, with some travelers reporting hotel prices have doubled or even tripled over the last years. A simple dinner for two can now easily cost what you normally spend in a day. This is made worse by the infamous tour-tier pricing system, where foreigners get charged way more than locals for things like national park entry. A practice many find just plain unfair. When you add a strong Thai baht and steep ATM fees into the mix, that irresistible value that made Thailand famous is clearly fading. One traveler summed it up perfectly, saying they cancelled a 3-month trip to Thailand and booked Vietnam instead after seeing the hotel rates. Beyond the cost, there are growing worries about the overall vibe. While Thailand is generally safe for tourists, there are nagging issues with scams, from tuk-tuk to taxi scams. In fact, Bangkok is frequently cited as a global hotspot for tourist scams, which has been a major blow to the country's reputation. On top of that, the atmosphere in some places is changing. The legalization of cannabis has been controversial. While some see it as a plus, many families and other travelers complain about the constant smell of weed in public, feeling it clashes with the family-friendly image Thailand used to have. Add to that reports of dirty beaches in places like Phuket and crumbling sidewalks in the cities, and you start to see why some people feel the magic is gone. While Thailand is dealing with these headwinds, Vietnam is quietly and confidently stepping up. It's pulling in travelers with a powerful mix of authenticity, affordability, and pure adventure. The most obvious draw for many is the price. Vietnam is just cheaper than Thailand, pretty much across the board. A good meal can cost you less than $1, and a local beer is just pocket change. Your money simply goes much further, and this isn't just about street food or hostels. A budget that gets you a standard hotel room in Thailand could land you in a boutique hotel with breakfast included in Vietnam. This incredible value means travelers can do more, from food tours to luxury cruises, without constantly worrying about their wallets. But Vietnam's appeal is so much more than its low prices. A lot of travelers are choosing it because it feels more raw and authentic. where some parts of Thailand can feel a bit like a tourist theme park, Vietnam feels more connected to its culture. Time and time again, travelers rave about the friendliness of Vietnamese people, who often seem truly happy to share their culture. It creates a sense of connections that you can't put a price on. This authenticity carries over to its attractions. Instead of only crowded beaches, Vietnam offers epic adventures like the Ha Giang motorbike route or exploring the world's largest caves in Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park. It's a country that rewards adventurous souls with experiences that feel totally unique and unforgettable. The feeling of safety is a huge deal for travelers, and right now, Vietnam has a clear edge. The country has a very low crime rate, especially when it comes to violent crimes against tourists. This sense of security is backed up by data. In the 2025 Global Peace Index, Vietnam ranks an impressive 38th in the world, a full 48 spots higher than Thailand. Now, I know people are incredibly passionate about both these countries, and this topic can lead to a debate, so I have to ask you, what has your experience been? Are you Team Thailand or Team Vietnam? Drop a comment down below, which one do you support? So, where should you go? Let's break it down by travel style. For the budget backpacker, it's Vietnam, no contest. While both countries are affordable, your daily budget for a bed, food will go much further in Vietnam. We're talking a difference of $10 to $30 per day, and that will save you a lot on a longer trip. For the digital nomad, this one is a tougher call. Thailand's infrastructure is more developed, with a massive network of co-working spaces and generally faster, more reliable internet. Vietnam is catching up quickly though. If your top priority is saving money, then Vietnam wins. If you want maximum convenience and a plug-and-play setup, then Thailand still has the edge. For the culture and adventure seeker, Vietnam takes the lead here. Its deep history feels alive in cities like Hanoi and Hoi An, and its landscapes offer more dramatic, adventurous backdrops. Vietnam feels less traveled and more ripe for exploration. For the partygoer and first-timer, Thailand still wears the crown. Its tourist infrastructure is incredibly smooth and easy for anyone visiting Asia for the first time. And the nightlife is legendary. World-famous events like the Full Moon Party and the wild bar scenes in Bangkok and the islands just don't exist on the same scale in Vietnam, where things tend to quiet down earlier. Is everyone leaving Thailand for Vietnam? Not exactly. Thailand isn't emptying out, but it is at a crossroad. It's become a victim of its own success. The very things that made it so famous, its easy access and tourist-friendly vibes, have led to over-commercialization and rising prices that are dimming its shine. Vietnam, on the other hand, feels a lot like Thailand did 20 years ago. Authentic, adventurous, and an amazing bargain. While Thailand is still a fantastic choice for a comfortable, party-filled and easy trip, Vietnam is the destination for those in the know. For adventure, for authenticity, and for pure, unbeatable value, Vietnam is the winner for now. What do you think is the future of travel in Southeast Asia? Is this a temporary shift, or is Vietnam the new king? Thanks for watching.